I have in this box the very first set of custom-made Magic the Gathering cards I've ever ordered from MakePlayingCards.com. I started making each of these custom sets as commander decks back at the end of May of this year, and it is now September. So I worked on these three sets over the past four-ish months. And I put this order in, I'd say about like 2 weeks ago. And it's got 3 commander decks in it. All of the art I generated with AI. And I'm super, as they say, stoked to be sharing the unboxing. Alright, well, each set comes as its own tiny little protective cardboard box. So this is over 300 cards right here, about 100 cards, maybe 108 cards per order. So I'm not sure which is the set that I am going to be posting first to this Instagram account. So I guess we're going to have to open all of them. I don't want to spoil the other 2 sets for you, so I'm just going to end up blurring those out or cutting them out of the video. So we'll just see what this one is, and why not? I'll save this video for the next set reveal as well. So what we want to be opening today is the set I generated based off of the 2002 Oakland Athletics, with a nod to Moneyball and the last season the Athletics are spending in Oakland. I grew up playing RBI Baseball 3 on the Nintendo in Virginia. Didn't play a lot of actual baseball, but after getting back into the baseball and following the Orioles this year, I thought it'd be fun to make a custom MTG set. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly which set this is yet, but I'm seeing a snow-covered island, which tells me that this is actually the set that I created for. Alright, well, here is the set that is in honor of the Oakland Athletics, especially as a nod to Moneyball and to the Oakland Athletics last season in Oakland. I wanted to do something that was baseball themed because I just got back into baseball this year. So I think I've got custom land jobs. Yeah, I got custom land jobs for this set, and a mix of full art and my own original frame, which I created from, let's see. Now this is the frame I created from a Topps set from 2002 or 2003, but I was going for a representation of the 2002-2003 Oakland A's. Now, some of these go right for a fantasy theme. So, you know, the human monk here, Avacyn's Pilgrim, is what you might expect to see in any Magic the Gathering set. But some of these cards also will represent baseball. So we've got this benevolent bodyguard with his baseball bat. And the unifying kind of art direction I went with here was inspired by the work of Quentin Hoover. I really like his line drawings. So you'll see that appear some of these cards. So I guess I'll start, and we'll go through them one by one, starting with the lands. Here's Plains cards. You'll see, I think we're going for 3 variations on plains. And we've got 3 variations on forests. really like that one. All right, we got Arctic Tree Line. So in this case, I actually went for a representation of another stadium since Oakland isn't known for getting so much snow. So this Snowland is Arctic Tree Line. It's based off of the stadium the Twins play in the Twin Cities, Minnesota. Blossoming Sands is meant to be a representation of where the Athletics play their spring training in Arizona. Now, Botanical Plaza is much more of a nod to the Oakland Coliseum, but with sort of a utopic vision of how it could look like. Perhaps they'll take this into consideration when they one day build another stadium in Oakland. We'll see. Evolving Wilds. That's sort of that is a stadium, I guess, but definitely overgrown. I wanted Radiant Grove to reflect the art installations and sculptures at the Albany Bulb in the East Bay. Here's Celestia Guildgate, more of a sort of Roman take on a stadium look. Celestia Sanctuary, magic looking Coliseum. Terramorphic Expanse. Tranquil Expanse. And now we're on to the non-land cards. And I just call these the spell cards as opposed to the creatures. Now all the spell cards were done with full or extended art. And then all of the creature cards were done in the trading card style. Here is Abundant Growth, Answered Prayers, Bound in Silence, Faith's Fetters, Fertile Ground, Night Soil, Pacifism, Pentarch Ward, Presence of Gond, Aerial Volley, Commune with the Gods, Disenchant, Edge of Autumn, representing the playoffs and the World Series trophy, Healing Grace, Inspiring Roar, Invoke the Divine. This was a favorite of mine since Oakland used to, or maybe still has, a mascot of an elephant. The Athletics, I think, went with this mascot. Might be a carryover from their time in Kansas City. The Athletics began in Philadelphia, moved to Kansas City, then moved to Oakland, and now they're moving a fourth time to Las Vegas with a stop in Sacramento. Might of the Masses. Naturalize, I really like this one. Nature's Claim. Is this what's going to become of the Oakland Coliseum? Prismatic Strands. Reclaim. Revitalize. Revoke Existence. Sandstorm. It was fun to set these events in a stadium or on a baseball field. Soul's Grace. Survival Cache. Now these are all done in the same style here, these artifacts. Here's a Pristine Talisman. Relic of Progenitus, Tormod Script, Traveler's Amulet, Wayfarer's Bauble, Whisper Silk Cloak, Battlefield Border Post, Shield Maze. Now you'll notice that all these cards are common cards because this is a Pauper EDH deck, and the commander for it is none other than Trelisara, Moondancer. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Trelisara, Moondancer, and Scry 1. So there's quite a bit of life gain in the deck from the creatures to the spells to make the synergy. Here's Lunarch Veteran. There's the transform on this one. This one was fun because occasionally it would give me a base, like ChatGPT would give me an image with a vintage looking baseball card frame on it. So I just, in some cases, like with this, I went with it. Same with Celestial Unicorn. I just went with that vintage look. Here's Avacyn's Pilgrim. Benevolent Bodyguard. It occurs to me that I'm going to have to get custom sleeves with these card backs on them, because once these get sleeved up, you're not going to be able to see the cool back of the card. That's Core Wizard, Elf Druid. No, that's Core Wizard. Sorry. That's Dawnglare Invoker. Elvish Mystic, Elvish Visionary, Essence Warden, Farhaven Elf, Heliod's Pilgrim, Impassioned Orator, Core Celebrant, Llanowar Visionary, Lone Missionary, Human Soldier, Primal Hunt Beast, Sakura Tribe Elder, Salvage Scout, Soul Warden, Sunscape Familiar, Suture Priest, Thraben Inspector, Timberwatch Elf, Findhorn Elves, Kami of False Hope, Llanowar Elves, Soul's Attendant, and we got some extra land cards. And there's another image by my friend Cosper that I wanted to show on a card form. So there you have it. The Oakland Athletics themed Pauper Commander deck. And it's Pauper Commander because of the strategy behind trying to do as much as you can with as little money as possible. And the Oakland A's found a way to strategize that based on the stats of players that they acquired through the farm system, traded for in the early 2000s, and the game of Moneyball became popular in baseball as a whole throughout the league, and even had a movie made of it with Brad Pitt based on book Moneyball. Alright, so enjoy these cards. I'll be posting more of the images on my Instagram account, so follow Beyond Borders MTG.